Fleet Farm presents John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. Fleet Farm, the ultimate fishing headquarters.
Welcome to John Gillespie's Waters and Woods. We're on big old Leech Lake in northern Minnesota with our good friend Peter Maina.
Hey, hey, John Gillespie!
Just a big, beautiful fish.
Oh, is that awesome? Holy! Oh my God! It's a huge fish! It's a huge fish!
This is amazing.
Who do you got?
Oh my gosh.
Yes, folks, one of my favorite destinations in the entire country is Sugar Point Resort on Leech Lake. But it's so good to see you, buddy, and September's the time.
September's a great time on Leech Lake. The muskies are hot, the walleyes are going, and the big crappies just started.
Well, you can take the walleyes and the crappies because Pete and I want to fish muskies today. And good to see you, buddy. But you and I have been coming over here in September for 20 years, maybe 18 years, probably.
Yeah.
This is the deal. This is one of the best months to fish leech.
Well, it generally is, and one of the reasons is, John, I think some of the fish that have spent the summer in open water come in. And the bottom line is, it's always good to see the big Swede and enjoy time with him as well.
And Blake would like to catch a muskie on this trip.
I would think she would, and I think she will.
All of that coming up right after this. Folks, when I head out to fish, I always stock up on my favorite Baitmate fish attractants. Dale, I just put that Baitmate on, man. Baitmate offers a complete line of fish attractants and convenient spray bottles for every angler and every species of fish. Improve your chances of catching fish with Baitmate fish attractants. It just makes sense.
The all-new Yamaha Wolverine X2. Purpose-built for exploring tight technical terrain and boasting next-level versatility. No other side-by-side delivers this level of proven off-road performance. The all-new Wolverine X2 from Yamaha.
Hey, welcome back, folks. As I mentioned at the top of the program, muskie fishing on Leech Lake, our annual September outing. Now, we've only got a couple of hours to fish because there's a big storm coming in about 2.5 hours, believe it or not.
Yeah,
right?
It doesn't look like it now, but it's supposed to come.
Well, the neat thing about September, folks, is you can use every muskie lure in your arsenal. The water is still warm enough for surface baits, right?
Oh, definitely surface baits. Actually, we could add jerk baits to this mix, but crankbaits like the Livingston Headhunter there, and then the big two Sound Science bucktails.
I call it the Swede.
You call it the Swede. That's
Swede.
yeah, because Swede loves the bubblegum color, always has.
Yep.
But again, September, folks, bring all your muskie baits because you can try everything.
That's exactly right.
Fish, fish, fish! Rusty's got one, Rusty's got one! All right, buddy, way to go, Swede, way to go! Well, you gotta get him in the boat, buddy.
I got him stuck pretty good.
Oh, yeah, there you go, pal, there you go. There you go.
He's Mr. Muskie.
He is Mr. Muskie. How did he hit that thing,
He
man?
just came up and ate it out of nowhere, John. I was just starting to make my maneuver by the boat.
Oh, there he is. And you just started to make your maneuver to the boat, and
I made one little maneuver by the boat, and he just come out of nowhere and tanked it.
all right, Swede.
A little better fish than we think.
Yeah.
Well, he's about
He's got a
43,
little-
44, isn't he?
Oh, he's over 40, yeah.
I mean, that's a nice muskie.
Yeah. Ooh,
No, we're gonna get him. We're gonna get him, and we got him. I'll tell you what. You're fishing behind me. You're fishing behind Blake, and you always seem to pull it out.
You know, I don't know, John. They used to call me Horseshoe for some reason.
Horseshoe? Really? No, that's a good nickname. but that was cool. And you know, I should mention that we had a bite of, you had one hit that bucktail about 10 minutes ago.
He hit it, and he grabbed the blade instead of the hook part. It bent the bucktail when I set the hook.
And a couple of minutes right before that, I had one come in and follow it too.
The window's opening up, I think, John.
Well, we should mention to the folks that actually we fished about, what, 3 hours?
About 3 hours now, yeah.
But I mean, that's muskie fishing.
Oh yeah, we've seen 4 fish and had 2 bites, so you can't complain about that.
And Pete, you know, we talk about this all the time, man. When you get one, you want to get back in the water as fast as you can, because the chances are high that you can get another one, right?
Right away. When that window's open, you got to keep right on them, John.
Oh, you got them unhooked already.
That kind of happened all by itself in the net.
You know what? You know, I just love the color of these fish on Leech, don't you?
They are pretty.
Well, Rusty, you came through, buddy. Yeah, I like that new Amsoil sweatshirt, too.
Amsoil's the only way to go, John.
You're pro staff, man. Good job, guys. Now, he caught that on what, Pete?
Sound Science Rolling Thunder, Colorado French blade, different sound, different vibration, and sometimes it actually pays to unmatch the hatch. These are kind of ugly colors, you know, there's not too many fish swimming around that look like this, but chartreuse and red on a cloudy day has always been good out here.
Well, you saw a couple bolts of lightning out there.
Yeah, I said I think it's time to go in.
You know, that's the thing about September. I wore shorts coming out, you know, and it was warm, and all of a sudden, man, you got the lightning and the thunder and everything else, and it changes.
Yeah, and you weren't going to bring your rain gear.
No, I was not. I'm glad I got my blackfish. But, you know, tomorrow we're supposed to have some pretty heavy wind, and, you know, we're going to be limited as to where we can fish out here on Leech. But that was a good sign. Right before the storm, we saw 3 fish and caught 1.
Yeah, it was pretty classic stuff, and 2 of them crushed it, so it's to be expected. It's just a shame there was so much lightning in there. I'd love to stay out, but not a good idea.
How about a round of applause for Rusty?
For the Swede, where's the Swede?
Well, that big old thunderstorm sure rolled through last night, didn't it?
Yeah, it's quite wavy to say the least.
Well, we wake up this morning and we got, 15 to 25 mile an hour winds today, and that makes Leech Lake a little tough to fish.
Yeah, especially get to different spots.
Well, yeah, a lot of waves. And coming out of the harbor this morning, you could see how big those were coming from the northwest. But, you know, Pete, pretty big front rolled through, buddy, but you think we could have some success in these conditions, huh?
Actually, John, yeah, we definitely could. It's tough when it's like this. The forecast for the wind and the storm and everything's a little bit off, but the weather's kind of crazy, and that can be good. It can make the fish active. Tough to control. A boat will be limited on spots, but you just take what you get and keep fishing. Fish, 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 oh, big fish! Fish! Big fish, Pete! Big fish, Pete!
Did you see him, Pete?
Yeah.
That is a big one. Blake, I got to get the net. I got to get over here. Take this rod, take this rod. Okay, I'm coming, Pete. I'm coming, buddy. That's a beautiful fish, isn't it?
He's down in the weeds.
Okay. All right, buddy. I'm coming. Oh, gosh, Pete. Is he hooked good, Pete? Is he hooked good, Pete?
I don't know.
Oh, my gosh, he's giant. He's giant, buddy. He's giant. Oh, this is so cool. Look at him stay down like that. There we go. Lift. I am. There we go. We got him. All right. Holy cow.
Get him back in the water.
Okay, get him back in. Okay, hold that for 1 second. I got to pull my pants up.
Oh, crap. He's over 50.
Yeah. Nicely done, buddy. Nicely done. You know, we just talked a minute ago, folks, how long we've been casting today and virtually not seeing a single muskie. And what's my old saying?
You never know when Mr. Muskie is going to make your day.
Was that at the beginning of the cast? That was pretty far out.
He was out there quite a ways, yeah.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that is a gorgeous fish. That's over 50 inches, folks.
Wow, what a beautiful fish. And what kind of bait is that?
Well, actually, you know how well we've done in the spring with the bass size Jerkmaster
Oh, yeah,
bait.
for sure.
Tons of fish. It's been so good we made a bigger model. And this is an actual prototype. You can see the writing on there. So, you know, Steve Herbeck and I test these baits together.
Yeah.
So we try a variety of weights. It's got a really good darting action. We actually like to call it the crankbait that works like a glider because it darts side to side.
And it has that EBS inside of it too.
Oh yeah, it's
Gotta
making
love that.
noise.
Well, I'll explain what the EBS is. That's the electronic bait sound system. And Blake, point to the battery right there.
Yeah.
And when that hits the water, it makes kind of what kind of a noise, Pete? Like
Well, it depends on the bait fish type. They're biologically recorded fish sounds of all different species of forage fish.
and it sounds like a bait fish in distress.
Yeah, so this I believe is the Cisco one in here, but this is just a prototype. When you buy the lures, if you have a perch colored lure, it's perch sounds. Shad color, shad sound, on and on. That's a big fish, Blake.
Right. Whoa!
Oh my gosh!
Wow!
Peter Maina,
Just a
that might
toy.
be 51, dude.
Oh yeah, it's definitely a.
Look at the gut. That's what I
50
look at
class
the tummy
fish,
there.
yeah.
That is a big fat tummy.
Yeah,
That
it
is
really
a,
is.
You know, that is a
Look
beautiful
at that
fish.
mouth.
That is
Wow.
unreal. That was worth
It's getting heavy.
Wow.
Well, I better get her back.
Congratulations,
Nice
Pete.
job.
Thank you.
That is awesome, buddy.
Boy, she wants out of there too.
She left that
What
fast. But
a
you know,
beauty.
let's talk about this because we started fishing at 8 this morning and you actually like the conditions. I mean, it is windy and we're on the lee side of the lake, but you're surprised we didn't see a fish for basically 3.5 hours.
It was really a shock. I was happy with where we were, what we were trying. We were actually wind coming in. We tried some bulrushes. We tried some weeds. Very disappointing. Just one tiny muskie followed. Came over here and all we've seen other than that was one fish, porpoise. So who knows, maybe they're going to start to turn on. Could be.
We were fishing Leech Lake out of Sugar Point Resort, an 8-hour drive from Milwaukee, 9 hours from Chicago, and 3.5 hours from Minneapolis.
The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait features a built-in glass rattle in the head that puts off awesome vibration and noise. Also features a wire keeper that locks on your favorite soft plastic paddle tail. The Kalen's Google Eye swim bait, available in 4 sizes and 4 colors.
Len Groom from Amsoil here, and we're talking about trailer bearings. One of the most neglected pieces on that trailer are the bearings. People just don't think about them, especially with a boat trailer where it's going in and out of the water, even an ATV, UTV trailer, or a snowmobile trailer that's going down the highway in the water in adverse conditions. You always want to make sure you check those bearings and apply some grease when you can. You definitely want to check them seasonally. Amsoil's water-resistant grease is a perfect choice for your trailers. For more information on any of our greases, check out amsoil.com.
The Lure Lock Tackle Box system is the best way to keep your baits in great shape.
You know, this system is really awesome, Blake. You never want dull hooks on your crankbaits when you're fishing. With the TackLogic technology, your baits stay in shape and your hooks stay really sharp so you won't miss that big one on your next fishing trip.
Get locked down with the Lure Lock Tackle Box. For more information, go to lurelock.com.
I switched to the Evinrude E-Tech G2 3 years ago, and I'll tell you what, the raw power in this engine just blows me away. The whole shot, even with a 21-foot fiberglass boat, gets me up on plane just like a jet engine. And even with all that torque and power, I get the best gas mileage in the industry. And listen to this, there's no oil changes, and the E-Tech G2 winterizes itself with the push of a button. There's no scheduled maintenance for the first 5 years, and Evinrude has the best customer coverage package available. The E-Tech G2 is built right here in Wisconsin. For a dealer near you, go to evinrude.com. Well, folks, it's been a couple of hours since Pete caught that 51-incher, and we got out of the lee shoreline here to get an idea just how windy Leech Lake can be. But you know, Pete, you got these big old waves breaking into this rocky shoreline. This can be the type of spot you should try, even though it's uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, John, you know, it's one of those things. We've been stuck to the lee shorelines. This spot is actually the way it lays out. The waves are really big, but it's fairly safe because it's not trying to pound us right into shore. and you're just hoping with these big waves, maybe it's got the fish stirred up. If we run into one here, I think it's way more apt to bite.
I'll tell you, Pete, that was quite a workout just fishing that 300-yard stretch there in those big waves. But I think we're going to be kind of limited in fishing the lee shoreline like we have right here. And you can just fish what you got. I mean, there's nothing else we can do, right?
That's it. You know, we talked about it before I came down here. I wanted to give this a try. I thought it might be a little more protected, but the other thing it would do is let me know how bad really the main lake is, where a lot of the rock spots are. I don't necessarily like the result, but we now know there's no way. It's just not safe out there. We wouldn't be able to control the boat, so we're going to be stuck here. It's going to be mainly weeds. I'll try a few sand spots, but you know, we got to take what the lake gives us.
Hey, you got another one on you. Hey, I'll tell you what, getting out of those big waves, I hope this is a big muskie.
It's just a pike, but it's a decent one.
It is, yeah. Here he comes. That's a beautiful pike, folks. All right, way to go.
It's so funny because he had literally just asked me, have you ever seen a fish here? And it hit.
Well, we're just, like we said before, fishing in calm water. And there we go, Peter. That's a real nice pike, buddy.
Oh, yeah.
No, that is a gorgeous fish. And yeah, folks, we just talked about getting out of those big old waves and getting into the calm territory here. And was this sand or rock?
A little both.
A little both?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's a gorgeous pike anywhere, you know?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, not a bad fish at all, John.
And we've caught them up to 40, 41 here, too.
Yeah,
you know?
Yeah, I'd actually say 42 over the years. But, yeah, that's a nice pike. And, you know, hey, I'm not complaining on a day like today. There we go. Yeah.
Fish! Fish! Fish, Pete! Pete, I got a fish! I got a fish, Pete! I got a fish, buddy! I got a fish, buddy! Oh, yeah, there we go. It's not a big one, but I'll tell you what, did he whap that topwater bait?
Is it a muskie?
Yeah, I think so. Oh, yeah, there we go. Yeah, it's a muskie, of course. I only catch muskies. Oh, there we go. Well, that's all right. He wasn't that big, but I'll tell you what.
That was a muskie.
And this is one thing that we got to talk about, folks, and we kind of touched on it at the top of the program about using surface baits in September in a cold front. And a lot of people wouldn't try them, but I'll tell you what, on Leech Lake, they do work. But and on other places too, Pete, don't put the surface baits away until October, right?
Yeah, September can be really good, John. I essentially tell people to keep thinking about the top water right up to the turnover period, which is generally 58, 56 degrees surface temp.
Breaking news from Fleet Farm. Check out this deal. Men's 2-ply camo hip boots, just $74.99. Save $15, just $74.99.
You know, buddy, football season is here. What's the best hors d'oeuvre for football?
Oh, right there.
Johnsonville garlic summer sausage. And Johnsonville uses only premium cuts of pork. And of course, their special recipe in their summer sausage, it is absolutely outstanding. And when we're fishing like this and we only want to take a short break, all I do is cut a couple of pieces up, put it on a bread and a piece of cheese and a little mayo. And this has got a hint of garlic. And I know this is one of your favorites, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. It's got the right amount of garlic. I like garlic.
What do you think, buddy?
Oh, it's good, as always.
No, you always ask me to bring you along, don't you?
Yeah.
Now, great for football games, folks, and I'll tell you what, great for eating a sandwich in the boat. Johnsonville garlic summer sausage. Look for it at your favorite retailer today.
Guess what? This week, we're giving away a $300 Amsoil gift card, an Amsoil sweatshirt, and an Amsoil cap signed by John Gillespie. To enter is simple. Just go to facebook.com/Gillespie Fishing and please like and share our page. Good luck, everyone.
You can't choose the weather, but you can choose to dress for it. Introducing Blackfish Performance Rain Gear. Utilizing patented event technology, this advanced membrane allows body heat and vapors to escape while offering 100% waterproof protection with an exceptional combination of waterproof and breathability ratings. Blackfish Rain Gear keeps you dry all day. Whether on the tournament trail or chasing weekend walleyes, choose Blackfish because you can't choose the weather.
Hey, Blake, we're heading out on Green Bay tomorrow, and the weatherman said it's supposed to be really, really rough. Just to be safe, I want to put in a higher capacity Johnson bilge pump.
Dad, you don't need all those tools to change a Johnson bilge pump. All you need is a higher capacity Johnson cartridge motor. It's that simple.
Hey, Blake, that is really cool. I guess I won't need these. Johnson cartridge bilge pumps. The highest capacity, the easiest to maintain, and the easiest to install. Johnson Pump, our choice for safety and reliability. Got one going?
Yeah.
Oh, keep her going, honey. Oh, man, that thing was flying out of the water.
How did I not get that?
Did you feel it hit?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, he did have it. Keep it tight line, keep it tight line, Blake. Take your time, Blake.
Okay.
Ooh, yes, it's a nice muskie.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's a big fish. Let me loosen your, no, I won't do anything.
Don't touch my stuff.
I won't. Okay, just hold them. Just don't reel anymore. Just play them. Just let them play them. All right, Blake. All right, let me get out of the way here, Pete. Let me get out of the way. Oh, get my line out of there. Yeah. Oh, you're gonna get him. You're gonna get him. Oh, please,
I'll get him. I'll get him.
Yeah! All right, way to go, Blake. Hey,
Blake, come here. Give me a hug. Nicely done.
Oh.
Like the dad. Pete.
Hey, you know what, Pete? I was gonna kind of reach over and loosen her drag. What did she say?
Don't
touch my stuff. Hey, give me 5. That. Well, what do you think?
I don't know what to think right now.
That was exciting.
Not even a big hit. I thought I got a clump of weeds. I'm serious.
Yeah. Did you set the hook?
Clearly I did.
Yeah, right. No, that's great. Pete, you know, I got to give Blake credit. You know, last year we were doing a lot of sucker fishing, you know, and this year, today she casted pretty hard to earn that fish.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, it's been a long day, and she stuck with it, and you know, finally got one.
Well,
and that's a nice reward after missing one a little bit ago, right?
My legs are shaking.
No, but I mean, there's really not much more exciting, is there?
Because last year I just did the Bondi bait, so it was just vertical jigging. But after casting all day,
well,
unreal.
Old Dad's gonna go down with Ryan, the photographer, so you and Pete can hold up your fish.
Hey.
Blake, I'll tell you what do you think?
Oh, I want to cry. It was such a long day, and that was totally worth it.
And you know, just a little while ago, she missed that one on a figure 8.
Yeah.
Hasn't this been awesome hour of fishing? I mean, we
really
missed a lot of fish.
We did miss a bunch, so yeah, we worked hard all day though, so I think we had it coming.
Well done. What is that, about 42?
Yeah, that's a nice fish.
Beautiful job, Blake.
Beautiful fish. Get them, just go ahead and drop them right back in.
Yep.
All right.
You know, Pete, it's always fun to see somebody that's sort of new to the sport. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Get upright. Come here, buddy. Oh, there he goes.
Bye, buddy. I hope you find your dad.
Hey, it's always cool, though, and you know, you guided for many, many years. It's always such a treat to watch somebody catch a fish like that, you know?
Oh, yeah, I actually saw the fish hit, and I was just going to holler at her when she realized for sure it was a fish, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And then we got the first look out here. And
Pete, right after Blake's, Okay, I'm going to grab the net. I'm going to grab the net. Is it a big one, Pete?
I don't know.
Oh, man, he just hit that thing hard. Surface bait, too, huh?
Yeah, that's that Livingston that I...
All right. Okay, Pete, I'm here for you, buddy. I think.
Well, that's nice of you, John.
All right. Oh, okay. I'm stuck on the thing here. Dang it. Can you hold them for a second, buddy?
Oh, I guess I'll have to.
Well, no, I'm stuck. I got the hook stuck in the net. Oh, man.
Blake, can you help him?
Yeah.
Just leave the rod down and...
Well, you know what I'm going to do?
Well, that's not going to help.
Oh. I got Blake undoing this now. Oh, now it's stuck on the back hook. Dang it.
There There, now we gotta, now we have a net.
There we go. Now you can see, I just wanted to tire, whoa, I didn't tire him out. There we go. Oh, man. Wow. That is how long is that after Blake's?
Not long.
That's a beauty. Whoa, that is a lively fish, and he was in the water a long time.
Yeah.
Well, who's is bigger, Blake's or yours?
Blake's is bigger.
Oh, no, but what a window we've experienced.
Yeah,
That was unreal.
we really literally could have caught 6 fish here.
Yeah. And we're talking about in what amount of time? Hour and a half?
Oh yeah, maybe a little less, John. It's
Yeah.
just that's muskie fishing.
Yeah.
I mean, it really, we deserve it because we had we got that big one earlier, but prior to that and after that, there's just nothing happening.
Well, give him a hug.
And
He doesn't let me hug him, but you can hug him.
yeah, no, girls are okay for hugs.
I gotta look at that bait though. That Livingston bait has caught so many fish for us the last 2 years, and it's got such a cool, unique wobble, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's kind of a cross between the old hog wobbler and the old jitterbug lip, but it's just got a lot of swing, a lot of noise, and then on top of the clicking and stuff and the plopping from that, you've got the EBS sounds as well, so they know what's there.
September topwater.
Yeah, I love it.
It's now time to announce this week's winners of the Fleet Farm John Gillespie's Waters and Woods 2019 Fishing Contest.
Eckhart Hoffer of Waukesha caught this 43-inch salmon on Lake Michigan on a flasher fly. Kirby Bullard of Midlothian, Illinois caught this 24-inch largemouth in Illinois strip pit on a Berkeley bullet pop. Rick Byer of Neenah caught this 12-inch bluegill on Silver Lake on a spin lure. Gary Ruby of Franksville caught this 32-inch walleye on Lake Erie on a crawler harness. And this week's kids winners are Charlie Downing of Brainham, Minnesota, caught this largemouth bass, a 23-incher on a night crawler. And Austin Pavlich of Hubertus, Wisconsin, caught this 40-inch northern on the Wolf River on a sucker.
I go to Fleet Farm every week to find the hot new deals. Check out what I found this week. Save 30% on Omen or Fate casting or spinning rod on sale for $69.99. And Rapella ribbon wraps on sale for only $5.49.
Let us make this absolutely clear. The days of wasted casts and missed opportunities are over. New Mega Imaging takes fishing into the megahertz range for the first time. Because higher frequency sonar means higher frequency of this. Without a doubt, it's the most detailed picture of the world below ever. And it's only from Humminbird.
Oh, Pete, I'm getting too old for this. So, John, you haven't heard of Brian's Custom Steps?
Oh, Pete, those are awesome. How can I get a set?
Yeah, I love these big no-slip platforms, and they're made right here in Wisconsin.
For more information on Brian's Custom Steps, call 920-315-0333.
From cutting back to cleaning up, Fleet Farm has everything you need to get your yard ready for fall. Whether it's give the lawn one last feed season, show that woodpile who's boss season, or even I don't need a ladder season. There's a reason people say, if Fleet Farm doesn't have it, you don't need it, because we have it all. Fleet Farm, built for real life.
What a great trip. And folks, that is our show for today. Please join us next week. I don't know, we're going to fish yet. We'll find a place somewhere. Until then, I'm John Gillespie, hoping to see you enjoying John Gillespie's Waters and Woods.
Hey, John Gillespie. Fisherman and everything, yeah. Ding, 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 ding.